Okay, so Donald Trump is currently speaking about the actions the United States took in Venezuela overnight and early this morning, where the U.S. military and law enforcement went in and took Maduro and his wife and took them out of the country and are bringing them to New York City to go before the courts because there were indictments, charges levied against Maduro and his wife and many others in 2020, and I'm sure there will be superseding indictments coming here very soon. But what I just heard Trump say is that the United States is going to run Venezuela until they can have an orderly transition. What the hell does that even mean? Run Venezuela? We're going to run another country? What does that even mean? No, Venezuela is a sovereign nation. We should have had a plan, objectives, and a strategy for what would come next once military action was taken. It's clear that we didn't. There was nothing planned. So what the hell does that even mean that we're going to run Venezuela? The Venezuelan people should be running Venezuela. And we should have been working with the Democratic opposition for months or years to plan as part of a strategy for a transition where the U.S. would work with Democratic opposition to set up fair and free elections where the Venezuelan people would finally be able to elect democratically a leader, because Maduro has falsified the previous elections and refused to leave power after democratic elections were carried out. And then Trump goes on to talk about the oil. So this is what it is for Trump, okay? It's clear. He wants the oil, all right? That's always been Trump's plan. He wants the oil. He doesn't care about democracy because he tried to overthrow our elections back in 2020 and 2021. He wants Venezuelan oil. He talked about it, the big companies. And the issue here is Maduro, it's not just Maduro and his wife. They have a regime in place. How is the U.S. and others going to remove those individuals to ensure that they don't maintain power? Because Maduro has a vice president who is already, they're already claiming to hold on to power. So what is the U.S. going to do? Are we going to send in ground troops? Are we going to take completely over the country? What about the civilian population? What about all of those that were also indicted in the Southern District of New York and Washington and in Miami, along with Maduro? Are we going to capture them? There are so many unanswered questions, but this is very concerning that Trump says the U.S. is going to run this country. The U.S. is not and should never be in the business of running foreign countries. This is absurd.